dancing on the evening news. No one says a word. Politician lied to us. No one says a word. Left wing, right wing, it don't matter. That's part of the same bird. And we're all on the path of hating everyone for everything, all for nothing. Are we gonna do something? Where did all the love go, baby? We've been oversaturated with lies, lies, lies. Screaming so damn loud, you can't even hear the cries, cries, cries. And another one dies, all for nothing. Gotta do something. Someone shot lying in their bed, a mother's broken heart. Some children killed right in front of their school, a mother's broken heart. Brother hating brother, sister, mother, father too, all for nothing. We gotta come together. Where did all the love go, baby? We've been oversaturated with lies, lies, lies. Screaming so damn loud, you can't even hear the cries, cries, cries. And another one dies, all for nothing.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm out here killing someone. There's a white man running down the street.
Where at the tell us yours?
I don't know what's wrong.
All for nothing. Black, white, blinded eyes, blue lights flashing, wondering why our kids can't go out at night. Fight, flight, people laying in the streets, wondering how they gonna eat tonight. We gotta do something.
Woo! Can I live? Week 4. Here we are. Quarter away. 3 weeks away. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Platinum Roundtable. I'm your host, the registered and accomplished voter, Nick Nitro. Today, we are here. It's another Wednesday. Happy to be back. Happy to see you guys. Yes, I did go vote. I went ahead and early voted, and man, it was that first day on Monday. It was crazy. We had faulty lines. We had 3-hour lines. We also had some people cutting cables in Virginia. It was crazy. So that first day I tried to vote in person. My mother and I, my mom They'd say her mom's elderly, but she's she likes to call herself a senior. So they say, "Hey, mom." And also, I'm clinically handicapped because I have a bad hip. But we was there for like 30 minutes, hour and a half, and it was like, you know what, we're not going to do this. So she went back to work, and we also had absentee ballots that we actually filled out. So I went ahead and filled out my absentee ballot, and she filled out hers. Took it there the following day, dropped it in the box, saw the poster. He was a good gentleman. Boom, got my sticker. Here we are. But voter suppression is real. Voter suppression is very real. And it was a joy to see everyone out there standing in line for 3, 6, 7, 8, 10 hours, some places, for their voice to be heard. That was definitely a joy to see because we got to have our voice changed. The thing is, there's a lot of people that don't believe in voting. Voting is very important to a democracy that was made by the people for the people, and it should be always for the people. It's only us that can keep this democracy, so we have to continue to stay active in any and all elections. Some people say, well, the presidential election really doesn't matter. Well, we learned in 2016 there's huge implications to presidential election, especially with the electoral college. But also our local elections are quite important to elections for Board of Education, for the Board of Health, things of that nature. Those are most vital and critical. And also we need to get into these schools and start teaching these kids about the importance of finance and credit. But I can go on and on and on about that. But please be sure to get out and get your voice heard. I hope you guys out there have voted. Today, we're going to have some fun. I hope you guys are ready for a little fun. Again, obviously, we're going to stay with some politics, some current events. Hey, how about Ice Cube? What the hell? I just got that ding on my phone. Fuck the police, huh? He want to, I don't know. He's a MAGA guy now. We'll figure that. We'll talk about that. We'll figure that one out. How about Nashville and their people? And new shutdowns. New shutdowns going around the country. So, King, let's kick this thing off. We got a full panel. Let's bring them up. Woo-hoo! Crew tight. What's up, everybody? What's up? Uh-oh. I think I see a new face. I see a hat. I see a new face. What in the... What's going on here? How's everybody doing this evening?
Yeah. Wagwan.
Woo.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we have Doc in the house. We got Top, aka the Joker. What's happening?
I'm over here. I got panning in the back the whole jump off that we was doing. That's live right now at the same time. So I'm trying to do both because the round table is where it's at.
What's that in the background? Is that the Duck Down 25?
Yeah, it's the 25th anniversary Duck Down right there behind me.
Duck Down 25. Yeah,
they at the same time that we doing the round table, but I can't miss the round table because this is where it's at too at the same time.
Oh yeah.
We'll tune in as much as we possibly can. We'll tune in as much as we possibly can.
You're ready. I'm here.
We got Sam in the kitchen, cooking up some marvelous shit.
As always.
And I have to introduce our new addition up in the corner, the beautiful, the hilarious Kate. What's up?
What's up? Thanks for having me, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us. How you doing this evening? How you doing today? I know you're on the West Coast. How you doing today?
I know it's still daytime here. I'm doing well. Thank you guys again for having me. This will be really fun.
Well,
Huh?
How is the West Coast doing over there? Like with the fires and everything over there?
You know, there's just something in the air in Hollywood, and that something is toxic gas, toxic smoke.
A lot of message.
It's getting better. It's getting cooler. It was really hot the beginning of October. We hit like I think 100 several times, and the air quality has been not okay for sensitive groups.
Oh gosh.
But we're getting better. I'm down in LA, so not in up north where the fires are really bad. But my mom will ask me occasionally, she'll be like, I heard there's fires. Are you okay? And I'm like, I live in the middle of Hollywood. Like, if I was at all threatened by this fire, it would be on every news channel all the time. You would have to burn through so much shit to get to my house.
I'm like, yeah, I know. No, I know you out there too. And I'm like, I know it's crazy, but I know it's not that crazy. But when they show us the news, it looks like y'all about to burn all the way up, bro. Like it's about to burn up the planet over there.
I'm telling you, I feel as if like how they describe it, it's like the whole damn West Coast is on fire. For a minute,
yeah, exactly.
It was literally burned.
And we all polluted with coronavirus over here about to die. So like it's just a bunch of things, fires and corona and politics and
murder hornet.
Like what the like.
And see,
Can we figure out one thing?
That brings me to the new uptick in corona cases. You know, out in France, out in the European countries, they're actually starting to talk about lockdown. They actually have a curfew going on tonight.
What
now? Yes, out in France. So let me ask the panel. There's been an uptick in spikes in COVID here in the States. How would you feel about a second lockdown? Kate, let's highlight you first.
I can't fucking do it. Can't fucking do it. I mean, we had a curfew here for a few weeks, and it would just update randomly. Like you never knew when you were going to like get it, like when it was going to change. So people would get stuck places and then not be able to get
What kind of updates are these?
Exactly.
Like, on your phone or is it on TV? What kind of updates?
Like on your phone. I mean, they would send it out the same as like an Amber Alert. We would get them every day, and it would change. Yeah. So like over the course of one day, like it'd be 10 o'clock, and then all of a sudden it's 9 o'clock. And then all of a sudden it was like 7. Fun back. Yeah, and people were like
4 hours until you're arrested.
Like, you know, trying to like get where they're going. And I had friends that would like come over and be like, "It's cool, I'll just take a back street."
Oh God!
I think we're going to. Oh, sorry.
Horrible.
No, you good. What do you think we're gonna do?
I think we're going to actually do better going into the winter with COVID because we don't really have weather here. So we're not going to have to face like what a lot of the rest of the country will with having to be inside all winter. We can continue doing outdoor dining, outdoor shows because it doesn't really get below 60 degrees.
Snuggle buddies, it's time to hibernate and baby making it. There's going to be a spike. You know how many more kids are going to get born?
No, but like she said, it's only certain areas when you could go outside. Like you got to think about up north where we at. You have to hibernate. We deal with all 4 seasons. So when it get cold, we are inside. So it don't have to be
all the way
inside. Like you are in the north. You up in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
If you have to go on lockdown again, tell us about it. They locked down again. Holla at us.
Lockdown. I'm like, it's pretty much like I said. I'm like, we deal with cold period. So everybody's looking for somewhere to go when it's cold. So now you can't even go to the regular Starbucks and go charge a computer when it's cold and stuff like that. Like you and like who's standing in line to do anything, any of the sort? You going straight home if you don't have a job. And now that you doing the same thing, like it's no Halloween for the kids. It's no Halloween for anybody. You have to do the same thing with your same family, your same people that you're going to see constantly.
Halloween, they're talking about doing Zoom Thanksgivings. Did y'all get that notice? How about a Zoom Thanksgiving?
That's why everything is, everybody about to lose their mind when it's cold.
Off your shoulder. You got to do something for her.
Hey, COVID, baby. Doc, tell us. What's going on? What you gonna do if we go on lockdown again?
Dude, we can't. The whole country might revolt if we go on lockdown again. The whole point. First of all, this is America, and we should be able to do things better than everybody else. The lockdown. The point of the lockdown in the beginning should have been, and we didn't do it. It should have been to get all of our safety protocols in order, so we don't have to lock down again. But we wasted that. And now we're in this situation, but we should not be doing that.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
And this is why we need. And this is why we need to vote the Trump out. That's up there because his little dance, his little Macho Man dance. He had it. He's pointing. Yeah. Did y'all see my man dancing on stage? I mean, he.
And he threatened to come to Florida and kiss everybody in their mouth.
He's coming to Fort Myers. He's making a stop.
He's coming to Atlanta this week.
Come on now. He's like, yo, you know what? I'm going to kiss everybody. Come on. He ain't grabbing by the pussy no more. He's kissing everybody in the mouth.
He's kissing everybody in the mouth.
Everybody's trying to figure out everything else, but we dealing with this political part. But I guess it's a part of our lives, unfortunately. And we have to deal with one or the other. We have to deal with Dumber and Dumber. So, hey, I'm going to have to vote, obviously, just to put my mark on it. And let's see what happens.
Well, this is a very important year and so important. Kate, did you hear up in Minnesota? There was some good old boys. They wanted to they had an idea to get themselves a governor. Come on. What the hell is going on with that?
A governor.
I truly think the best argument against armed militias is the pictures of people that would be willing to join an armed militia.
The
Proud Boys or the Down syndrome crew.
Yeah.
You got king rapping.
I mean, you're looking at them. Your main contact is going to be Bubba and Jim.
Oh God.
Jim's going to have you come to his little, 100-acre land. Hey, come on, get on my horse. I'm going to cook you up some slop. God knows what they're doing with them pigs up there,
Yeah. You know what?
I can't even call them armed militias. I'm going to call them what they are. They are domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Anybody that want to do something is that armed official. I mean, that is. I expect to see something like that on the latest Liam Neeson movie. I mean,
the Crips and the Bloods are gangs, but these are militias.
That is the subject of being quarantined too long. They have nothing else to do with themselves. So they want to have everything else to do with everybody else's lives and interrupt it.
It's like South Park.
Everything else to do. We have a lot to do. If we worrying about this disease, why are we worrying about all the rest of the stuff? If we worrying about we can't breathe the next day from this disease, why are we worrying about anything of any color or any bullet if this disease is so deadly? This is what I want to know, because I'm like, we went through it. We go through it all the time. So we could talk about it, and each president is not going to help anything, but it's going to save one thing or another.
Each time anything is fear tactics, and what the current administration tried to do with this current pandemic is used as a fear tactic. And they fumbled it. We could have easily been New Zealand. I want to be New Zealand. I love it.
The Bush
I want to be New Zealand. There's a lot of white folks up there, but let's darken it up.
Yeah.
Let's make something racist.
I like Switzerland.
Let's get some. They like Switzerland. Let's get some. They need us.
Yeah.
They want us. They like that. I'll just play him some motherfucking MC Hammer. Turn this motherfucker out, and we good.
It's only here, man. Lab rats. That's what they want us as, lab rats over here. But never here or there. We just got to keep our immune system up, and you know, fight the system, fight the power.
Well, it's kind of hard because not just this past weekend out in Nashville, there was a super spreader. I mean, we had a Christian concert. I mean, I think there was 500 to 1,000 people out there, no masks, they rocking out, no permits. I mean, they going for it. Jesus, crazy. We're gonna see how much they love you. Come Christmas, I think they want the rapture. I think they want the rapture. So they committed, like, because what you guys don't realize, the Sturgis bike rally event spawned the uptick, and people are not talking about that, but that happened back up in July. This uptick we getting is from that Sturgis event. It was like over 200,000 people there. Now you had the super, like, the whole thing about COVID, like there's a whole thing about COVID now. You get COVID a couple months later, you can't hear. Oh yeah, there's stuff about that. Also, just read today, if you got type O blood, you are COVID's less likely to affect you.
That's me. I'm immune. I'm type O. Woo!
Yeah. I got type O. Oh yeah. Oh, so so it's stuff like that. And I started watching this show. I started watching a show called Above Majestic, and on Hulu, and
blow your mind, right?
Holy.
Go.
Yeah. It's a mind blower.
Yeah,
I have to talk to you about that top.
You already know I watched it twice.
Moving forward.
I watched it twice already.
Moving forward. Hey, are you hanging in with us? Are you good?
Me?
How you doing up there?
I'm good.
Okay, looking good. Looking good.
She listening over here. We want to hear some more.
Let's check in on Sam. Sam's cam. Let's get him on the big screen. What we got, Sam? How we looking?
We're looking pretty good. I just breaded up these chickens, and I kind of changed my my recipe that I posted. We're gonna be doing like mini chicken parmesans. I don't know if my lighting is getting this right.
Yum.
And then we're just gonna make our own little tomato sauce as usual, and we're gonna do like a garlic butter saute under it, and just place them on top. Should be pretty good. We'll see how it goes, right?
Damn, I want to come over for dinner.
I
was gonna microwave some mozzarella sticks after this.
Go through,
Guys.
all I'm
party.
Nick,
the ticket. Let's go.
Nick, I'm seeing you liking all of my food on my Instagram. I'm hoping that you're keeping up with your good lifestyle, working out, keeping your immune system up, keeping your mind, all that good stuff.
I am. I'm starting to eat right. I'm doing some exercises. I'm doing some walking up a mountain. Stone Mountain. Yeah.
We're gonna have a session. Everybody standing in front of that bar. Everybody, even that bar, to drop down and get that clip. Get that little pop. We ain't gonna be talking about it. That round table. Everybody get down and give me 100.
Yo, what's up?
Already.
Our workout table.
We're gonna bust out the COVID. Hey, how many Lakers fans out there? How many? I'm a big sports fan.
I'm a sports fan.
How many guys? Bron, what did he get? His 4th, 5th?
The team on his back. I'm not gonna lie. That man took it. You know, I mean, he had the opportunity. He saw it, and he went with the game. I'm very impressed with him. Like, he's a crazy, amazing player. And the games were great. I mean, both teams played amazing, but just like what LeBron can do, you know? And that's like respect to Kobe. Like, it was meant to be, of course. Like, come on.
Definitely. I mean, you got to give it up to Jimmy Buckets, though. Jimmy Buckets really balled his ass off in that series. And at one point, I saw myself rooting for the underdog. But hell, I mean, Kate, you're an LA girl, baby. I mean, what's going on? I know you don't like sports like that, but
yeah, I mean it was nice for the city for sure after losing Kobe earlier this year. It was quite the party the other night downtown. I didn't go. I did hear the sirens.
Yeah, it's crazy out there.
Yeah, it's been such a fun summer of just like looking out because I look directly out over one of the major freeways in Los Angeles, and all summer just caravans of police cars and tanks. Sometimes there's tanks.
they have
And like
tanks.
I
Time out.
had a conversation with a psychiatrist.
We got to go back to tanks. All right. How often and what? You are a reporter. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a reporter on the street, Kate Kennedy, and she's reporting tanks.
I didn't see any the other night, but it was all summer with all of the protests and everything. I mean, it got to the point where I was on the phone with my psychiatrist and I was like, I need some Xanax now. And they were like, are you sure? Like, are you handling this? You know, are you meditating? Are you doing? I was like, I'm living in a fucking war zone. Can you hear that? I'm just like, all this speaker about like 50 cop cars by my house. Even my dog is on Xanax.
Exercise doctor for some Klonopin. Got to get you right in again.
Yeah, no, once they heard that, they were like, okay, yeah, you're good. Here's the script. But it's been a wild summer. Just the amount of that happening. I feel like this week the Lakers, it wasn't quite as bad.
Yeah.
It made up for all the rest of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You got to give it up to the NBA. They put on a phenomenal product, and right now the MLB is also putting on a phenomenal product with how they conduct sports and kept their athletes safe. The NFL, from what I'm understanding, I have a few buddies listening to the NFL. They're not doing a good job, but the NBA put on a very successful event. And can you guys believe that they are coming back? They'll be back by Christmas. We'll have more basketball by Christmas.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I would like to say that when I first found out about the NBA bubble, I thought it was like a literal bubble, like a plastic like tennis bubble that they put over the court. And I fully thought that for like.
That threw me off too, completely. I thought I was like a video game, like I could just grab my joystick.
Disney World. I was like, oh, what the fuck? That's so lame. I didn't want to know. I was fine living in my reality.
Like, oh god, like it was dope, but like, geez, like it had to hurt.
I didn't quite understand the bubble myself. I was like, how you gonna? I mean, it's freaking Disney World, and when I saw it, I was just like, the very first NBA game I saw, there was no people in there. I was like, this is
in the back.
And I felt as if the ballers didn't know what to do. They just fucking around, right?
Yeah.
But I saw 2, 3, maybe about the 5th or 6th game. I was like, oh, these dudes is hooping. Some of those cats out there probably loved it more because there was no fans out there. Now, Kate, Top, imagine you guys are performers like I am.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine doing a show. Do that right now. There's no fans. It's different when you have a crowd versus.
That's why I said it's more like it was like they was just in practice. So it's like, all right, they going hard in practice. Like that, the fans make it. To me, when I watch sports, the fans make it when they be and they boo them and they those I don't know, for some reason I like to watch it, but I don't like to watch it without that whole.
You're talking about practice.
You know? Exactly. So I'm like, I know if I'm standing there, like when they did the whole live set, and wasn't nobody there for them to actually turn around and do all this other stuff to talk to each other, not realizing that they was being taped. That was kind of weird to me. I'm like, you know what? It's still practice. Just go in like, you know what I'm saying? It's a set still. It's a set scene. But, you know, some people lose it. Everybody trying to get used to it now. Like, nobody used to like social media and all that. Somebody used to run everybody else's social media or whatever it was. Now you have to be controlling your own shit, and they like what's going on? Like, this is how you do it? It's glitching, and this is doing this, and then, like people are getting frustrated with this. This is the new platform.
Yeah.
So
I've had to learn so many skills this year that I never wanted to learn.
Tell me about it.
Like,
thank God for my lady.
I saw one time
Thank God for Infinite.
I saw at one point, Kate, you was doing some work on the desk. Like you was
doing what?
You was doing some work on the desk. You was like trying to make it look better.
Like
CC3.
I'm sorry, I can't hear. I can't hear over the TV.
Oh, okay, yeah, we live. Bring him up. Hang on. Okay, hang on. We got live. Bring him up live. Okay, bring him up live. What we got? That's OGC? That's top.
Yeah,
top. We got OGC up?
Nah, they still going. It's not yet. It's not
yet. So Kate, at one point during COVID, you was doing some restoration. I got my thoughts together. You were doing some restoration on the desk. That's what I meant to say.
I was.
You made it very. I saw your post. You made it. I didn't know what to look at. Was it the desk, the leg desk, or your leg? What's going on with that? How did that project work?
I like to give people multiple points of interest for my content.
What's intended, what you want us to see, and what you put on there.
It's one of my hobbies. I don't do it as much anymore, but I actually am a woodworker and I like restore vintage furniture. And I've done like renovations before.
That's dope.
Yeah, so I grew up doing it. It's like something my dad and I do together. And so all of this stuff, if you ever see like my content of my Instagram or Twitter, whatever, almost everything I own is something I bought or found on the street and restored. So,
do you have like a shop? Do you sell it or you just keep it for yourself?
I used to when I was in college. I would flip stuff that I would find on the street. I would like after move out from the dorms, I would find cool stuff and fix it and flip it for money. And now that I live down in Hollywood, I don't have a shop or access to a garage. So now I just do it here and there. It's not as big of a part of my life as it used to be, but it's still really fun. If I ever have the space to have a shop again, I would love one. My dad's actually in the middle of, he just retired and he's now building this super elaborate indoor wood shop for himself.
Oh, wow.
So I'm stoked to see it.
That's very cool right there. So on next show, we want to see, you got to bring pictures. You know, picture time.
Yeah,
right?
we need to see all this because
bring a whole piece in. We want to see the whole thing, not a picture.
Yeah.
Right now,
we got jewelry and all that. We do.
Right now, we've come to the halfway mark of our show. I want to give some big shouts out, fast shouts out to Pop Culture, King Pop. We're wearing one of his pieces this evening, Can I Live? One of his pieces behind me that he actually painted himself. You can check him out. His information is right there. He's there Saturdays and Sundays.
I got my EZ. I got to put it up, but I got my EZ one.
You got your easy. Easy. So we got it up in there. I think I'm gonna go see Top. I'm gonna go see Pop this weekend. So you can catch us there. Also, big shouts out to IAAH Radio. It's all about house radio. We're on simulcast right now, if I'm not mistaken. If you like house, Top, tell them about house. That's how Duck Down Nervous. The shit got started. It's all about house right here. That was
the first bang bang right now. And it's crazy that you saying I'm getting a call from my gun clapper number 1 right now.
Yeah, gun clapper number 1, it's the Ray Wonder. What up?
Yeah, what up, bro? Hey, I got you on live right now. I'm on the live table I do right now. Say what up to the peoples.
Oh, what's up to the peoples?
You hear him?
Peoples. Duck Down staff, even when he by himself. Oh.
You already.
Yeah. Yeah, you already. Just about to round it up with them real quick. I'm about to round it up at the round table with them. You know, I'll be throwing it down with them. And I just saw that show that you just called, so I just let them know that this is what we're working on. They are. Copy that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good. Is that from a phone?
It's interesting. I gotta give a big shout out. Yo, my man, Winston, it's his birthday. All the birthday shout-outs to my best friend, Kenneth Curry, October 11th. Happy birthday to my brother, Christopher Francis, October 13th. Happy birthday, Usher. And it was the birthday time, happy birthday, but today is my man's birthday. Deion Winston, big up, he just turned 26. He's watching the show right now. I'm gonna give the birthday for you. Hey, bring that down. Bring it up now. Yo, Deion, happy birthday. Yo, happy birthday to you. Yo, how you doing, man? Yeah, what's going on? Oh man, we just shooting on live. We got the whole crew here. Bob had the just having number one terrain eco in. I'm calling you with your birthday cake. Yo, Kate, say happy birthday to Deion.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday from Platinum Broadcasting.
You got the big ups, baby, and keep watching the show.
We gotta get the platinum. We gotta get the platinum party session.
We're gonna play that video in a moment. Yo, have a great night, all right, brother? Happy birthday, Deion.
Bagay yo pa bon. Vin zo 3 parol sa yo parce nous connaissons ou même qui maman douleur, maman misère. Moi connais que jodi a vieille miracle sodo, c'est dans pio, m'vini mando la délivrance, mando grâce. Nous besoin de délivrance. Aïe bobo.
It's the dance time. Yeah, move your shoulders. Yeah. Go. We are Platinum Broadcasting Services. Go listen to the band.
Shop I said.
DJ Club F. It's all about house radio.
Mama Lee.
Hey.com. DJ Club F. Break it down for brother. Yeah. Work it out.
Go, Jack.
Kate, you ready? You gotta shake with it, Kate. You gotta shake with it. There she go.
I bet you these niggas ain't got no study. I think that I'm posting up shit that I'm doing. I'm finishing the boot camp. I ain't fucking with the ODC. Well, he'll probably think that I ain't fucking with ODC. Like, do I think they listen to it?
Yeah. What's happening? So, had to get a little break right there. How y'all feeling? Y'all still with me?
Smoking.
You woke me back up.
Y'all didn't see that coming. We're gonna get some more of that on the back end at the end. But I did get a message from the birthday boy. I understand that we have a video up. Do we have a video? Doc, do we have a video? King, anybody, do we have a video of the birthday boy?
Yep, there's the birthday boy video.
Oh, we live and in color. Hold on. Let me get some light. Ooh, we live. Look at the red light flashing. Oh. Yo, Nick, everybody at
AJ,
Platinum.
we can hear the music.
I appreciate the birthday shout out. That was dope. As you know, Nick, I was supposed to be clear on the other side of the world. Now I'm on the other side of the kitchen. I did make the best of it, though. I woke up early and I went to go vote. So on that note, I'm encouraging everyone to wake up early to go vote. I was in and out in 25 minutes, and that's pretty good. But wake up early, go vote, make your voice heard, and while you're out there, wear your mask. Come on, man. It's a piece of fabric. It comes in different colors. Wear the mask. Hashtag wear the mask. Yo, what's good? Oh.
Nice. I appreciate a good message. Birthday shout out.
Big shouts out. Thank you for dialing in, Dion. Brooklyn representative. Top. He from the Brooklyn. He from the
BK.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous out there in BK.
My man's name is Dion Winston Europe. That tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah. they got
I love that.
They got
Happy
a lot
birthday.
out there. Happy birthday, brother. Stay safe out there in Brooklyn.
Anybody else wants to get their birthday shout outs, hit us up on our social media.
Now, Kate, we're on the second half of the show. Now, Kate, tell us what's going on in your world. What you got? What's up with your baby doll?
Not too much. Hanging in there. The life of a young, struggling LA comic during COVID. I finally have a show coming up on Halloween, which I'm really, really stoked about. And I think the info is available to anyone watching.
Let's bring the info up on Kate's show. Let's learn more. Kate, tell us about yourself and how you got into comedy and where you're moving to. What brought you into comedy?
So my first anal scene got canceled last minute.
Anal? Is that how it begins, huh?
That is absolutely true.
Okay.
So I came to LA initially 2 years ago, like almost 2.5 years ago, and I was working as an adult film performer. I'd always been really interested in comedy. It was something I'd always wanted to do. And I had started doing a lot of podcasts and ended up doing one for a guy who does a regular show, or did a regular show at the Comedy Store here in LA. Whoa. Watch the documentary. It's good.
But
But
the Comedy Store is a big deal out in LA, that I understand.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Pretty much everywhere. It's pretty much the biggest comedy club in the world. I know someone in New York is gonna get mad and be like, "It's the Cellar," but yeah, no, I mean, it's an incredible place. And I got to, so anyways, he had said, you're really funny and you did good on the show, on my podcast. So if you want to write 5 minutes, you can open my show at the Comedy Store. And I was like, fuck yeah, you're going to take that fucking opportunity. And then I got booked for, not a week later, I got booked for my first anal scene that was supposed to be the day after.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't do a comedy show till 2 o'clock in the morning and then go do an anal scene. Like, that's not how that works. So I had to, sorry?
Not enough lube in the world for that.
Not enough lube in the world. So I had to cancel, whatever. And then cut to that week coming up. It's like Thursday. I get a call from my agent who said that the director of that scene saw my picture and he said he didn't like my face and didn't think I was pretty enough to be on his site.
What the fuck?
Are you what?
I hate to split hairs, but like it felt like my face was maybe not the focal point of that film.
Haters.
Yeah, so I mean I was devastated. Obviously it sucked. I ran around my house screaming for like 45 minutes and then I was like, well, what are we gonna do? So I called my buddy back and was like, hey, I can do the show Saturday night, if it's still an option. And he was like, yeah, fuck yeah. So I had 24 hours. I had to Google how to write stand-up comedy.
Google how to write stand-up comedy?
Yeah. There's some helpful resources on the internet.
Like Google how to rap.
So I put this set together. I like put together a 5-minute set. I had to open for Jamie Kennedy at the Comedy Store.
Oh, wow.
Hang on. The Jamie Kennedy?
Yeah, the Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy to Kate Kennedy.
Oh,
Kennedy
that's
Kennedy.
right.
I drank a bottle of wine. I called my mother, which I never do.
What is the wine? Was it red? Are you a red girl, a white girl, Chardonnay? What are you drinking?
If I drink white, I like Pinot Grigio. If I drink red, I'm not picky with red. I like either. I like alcohol.
So this particular night, what were you drinking?
I was drinking white wine.
Okay, little Pinot.
Little Pinot, yeah. And then I made a pot of coffee to even it out.
Yeah.
And drank all that. And I literally I'm like in my Uber from the Valley on the way to the Comedy Store with like a thermos of coffee and this crumpled piece of paper that has my set on it in my hand. And I'm like running the entire drive. It was like 30 minutes. I just ran through my set like 3 times to that Uber driver. It was the most obnoxious shit. I literally tipped him like $50 when I got out.
Wow.
Did she enjoy the show?
What?
Did she enjoy the show? The Uber driver?
Yeah. He was like, "You're really funny. You're gonna do great." He was really supportive of this fucking crazy girl in the back of his car, and it went really well. They invited me back. I was on that show for like 6-7 months, and then I've kind of just been there ever since. So, yeah, I got off the stage. It went really well. I was shaking when I got off the stage that night. I was so happy.
How long was this? How long ago was this?
Sorry.
Huh? I'm sorry. We had a little
A phrase.
Wait. Sorry. But yeah, it was great, and so I've just been doing that ever since.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We are a tech company. We are virtual sometimes. There's glitches. But we gonna get it to you.
Comedy.
It's all recorded. Oh, she done took off the shirt. She said, "Hang on."
I'm in the closet, so I'm sweating. I have my little like bladeless fan.
I have that effect on women. I have that effect on women and men.
Blaze.
Ladies glisten anyway. They don't sweat, right?
I sweat.
No.
I'm a sweaty sweat.
Hey, real quick, let's check in on Sam.
They got quiet after that.
Let's check in on Sam's cam. Sam, how we looking in the kitchen, baby?
We are getting there. It's almost time to plate everything. I got some chicken ready. I got some sauteed veggies. You know how I do it.
Yeah,
So it's time for me to plate it. Time for me to plate it, and then we're about to get a quick little tasting, most likely.
Are we feeding the lady again tonight?
We're always feeding the queen. Everyone, always feed your queens. No matter if you're coming home from work or you stay home and work, cook for your queen, man.
You gotta cook for you. Oh, what are we wearing tonight? What are we wearing tonight? Is that a bumblebee? What's going on there? I like that.
Nothing heavy. If you know, you know.
I'm gonna come by later. I'm gonna get that.
Ready knows, man.
I'll mail it to you. You can borrow it. It's all you.
There you go.
It's probably better in ATL than it is in Miami, but I'm skin and bone, so.
Oh man, this is awesome. So, real quick, Doc, have you been checking the market lately? How's the market looking? Any financial advice for us going in there? The stimulus talks is broke down. There's nothing coming up until after the election. Any advice you have for the people out there listening on what they should do coming into the holiday season?
Right now it's as fake and frothy as ever. You know, people are making money left and right, but it's a bubble. If we don't, the stimulus would help preserve that bubble. But here's the thing: if depending on who gets into office, they'll do something in May or March or something like that. So the market may recover if it does do a dip. But right now it's all built on a house of cards. Like there's very little spending for the people don't have. There's 21 million people who aren't working, and there's not much money. I don't know why the stock market is at all-time highs, but it is. If you have making money right now, I might want to take it off the table if I were you, but hey, that's you.
Yeah, kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Top, do you play with the stocks at all?
I watch it, but I don't play with it. I'm like, I have a few people that dibble and dabble with it and trying to pull me into it. I'm not dealing with none of that until I have my 2 paws on it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't like to not know a lot of stuff.
I got a deal for you. How about this? Because I don't really dabble in it as well. I have a buddy of mine. He's into it. How about you and I, because we can come in as novices. We don't know nothing. And we can figure out if it's some bullshit or not. How about you, Kate? You fuck with stocks?
I do not fuck with stocks. I do not. I'm not gonna lie. I know nothing about this.
We should all start fucking with stocks. How about that? Let's do that.
Okay.
We should wait 6 months till when it plunges. Then you should definitely fuck with stocks.
Wait 6 months. That's why I need to listen to a stock expert. That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about, Doc?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right now, you're going to buy high and sell low. You want to sell high and buy low.
Right now, I just need to get a day job. So.
See? I'm over here playing Crocodile Dundee out here in Brooklyn in Manhattan. So I'm just waiting for somebody to tell me what I need to do to get out of here. Yeah?
Hey, real quick. There's a new movie on Hulu. Vampires versus the Bronx. Method Man is in it. Check it out.
Is that like a sequel to Vampire in Brooklyn? Because Vampire in Brooklyn is one of my favorite movies.
Vampire in Brooklyn is dope, but see, now we got Vampires versus the Bronx. They ain't the Bronx, B. They ain't the Bronx.
Really? I hope it's good. I'm going to call you if it's not.
I know.
I need something good. Like, it's going to be quarantine again up in this coldness, so I need something good to watch, bro.
Hey, we're going to have a whole show dedicated to COVID watching programming. You got to have proper binge watching. You got to watch Pornhub. Everybody,
watch Pornhub.
That's statistic. You need it. It's out there. Everybody needs love.
I need series. I need Pornhub, and I need documentaries.
Big shouts out to the Kennedy assassination podcast. Kennedy, Kate, real quick before we get to anything else.
I'm trying to find out how to get mad. I need to find out.
Yeah, listen to the Kennedy assassination. It's technically on hiatus right now, but I do plan to release another episode on Friday. It's a podcast where I talk to men who dislike me from the internet about what they dislike about me.
Oh, what?
It's really fun.
You get a chance to sit there and let them talk.
That's awesome.
That's wow.
I noticed when I started like doing podcasts and doing porn and just like being more online that I would get these really hilarious, insane comments on everything I did. And I just thought they were so funny. And so I started reaching out to these people to see if they would be willing to talk about how they don't like my slightly lazy eye or the fact.
Well, damn it.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish I knew I was supposed to hate you because I would have like gave you some hate. So that'd be fun.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I'm personally like, I'm really interested in criticism in general and the way we take criticism, especially like as a comic in LA. So many people are almost allergic to it. And I'm like a ferocious comment reader. I read the comments on everything I've ever done. But I think it's important to talk about like criticism, what's valid, what's invalid criticism, where do you get your self-esteem from? Yeah. Because mine doesn't come from these random dudes on the internet. I just think it's funny. Like when I first started doing it, people would be like, oh, isn't that bad for your mental health? Isn't that gonna, I was like, no. I'm talking to a fucking auto mechanic from like Duluth or Sheboygan or some shit. I don't give a shit what this thinks about me.
He's part of the Proud Boys. He's part of the Proud Boys in that militia that we was talking about earlier. It's like, what the fuck is that dude going to do? Who is he?
I don't know nothing about them guys, but them guys don't exist because I don't even want to give them that much. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well,
yeah, a lot of people
put out the music for him. We'll just smack him up real quick. See, that's the difference between LA and the East Coast. It's like, yeah, our fuck yous out east is really I love you. It's like, hey, fuck you, man. It's like, no, I love you. But if somebody, you got corns on your foot, you like, why are you looking at my feet, man? Like, I work all day for this outfit, and you looking at my feet? Damn it.
People love to be in your business. Speaking about being in your business, I have a queen that is starving, so I think we're ready to do a taste about our play. If you guys want to see.
Let's bring it up on the big screen. What we got?
We need virtual tasting.
So I just did like a mini Parmesan with a lemon zest on top of garlic butter saute of like zucchini, peppers. And
Okay. I see you, Sam. I see you.
So maybe if you're ready for your taste.
I am.
Here comes the queen.
There we go.
My queen, Nicola.
How you doing, Nicola? You gotta have a napkin, man, or you gotta use your tongue to lick the. That's what I was doing. And then she did.
You have to finish that plate off of there.
He likes it, yeah.
Now, Sam, please kindly tell the folks where they can find the recipe, because they would like to. I'm sure they would like to know.
Since I totally changed the recipe that I posted earlier, I will try to do a little recap of this amazing conversation we had today, of course, and I will post a good post of my ingredients and everything I used to make this chicken parmesan and garlic butter saute for sure. You can catch it on our Instagram, and you can catch it on our Facebook. It'll pop up on Twitter. Oh, and don't forget, we're on TikTok, we're on Twitch, and we're in your living room.
That's right.
Now, Kate, if you want to get some of that feeding love, you got to meet us in Miami. So we got you. We'll be sure to feed you. So real quick before we start ending, we got about 4 minutes. Big shouts out to the entire panel. Big shouts out to everyone. Don't forget to go out and vote. Let's get the vote.org up there. Early voting has started. We are way in the lead. I am a Biden guy, and we're going to get this guy out. We're going to get into the next part. We're going to have a great year. We're 3 weeks out. Next week, we're going to have some fantastic guests. I'm expecting to have Tommy Thompson of Ultra Drive on. I'm also expecting to have Cortez Farris on from Robot City Productions. We're going to talk about. We're going to step away from politics. We're going to just strictly stick with music. Big shouts out to Kate Kennedy, the Kennedy assassination. She had the event coming up at Hollywood Halloween. Thank you for coming on, baby doll. Hope that you can join us next week and tell us about and continue to tell us more about what you're doing and about the upcoming shows. It's been a joy and a much pleasure having you on our broadcast. I hope we didn't go too far. How did you like it?
It was very fun. You guys are great. I would be happy to join back in again.
All right.
Well, cool. Shouts out to Duck Down 25. Be sure after you get off this broadcast to check that out. We are still live now. Top, tell them how they can find that real quick, please.
You have to go. What is it? Amazon.
Twitch.com/Amazon Music.
See, that's why I love you, Doc. Quick and easy. You know what I mean? It's on Summer Stage YouTube as well too.
Oh, Summer Stage YouTube too. All right.
Yeah, that's on right now.
Right now. All of our people's behind the scenes. Big ups to our CEO, the King. Big ups to our executive producer, Noah Leftowitz. He couldn't join us this evening. Big shouts out to our new partnership that we have with IAAH.radio.com. IAAHradio.com. It's all about houseradio.com. I think we're going to end off on that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are PBS, Platinum Broadcasting Services. And we are OUTTAHERE.
When you're mad.
That's me and you. Oh, I thought. Yeah, I compromise when you ain't do the same for me.
Hey, how's it going, Riz Kid? What's on, AJ Frazier? Yeah, we got stuff to do right now.
Live stream, doing our thing, you know.
Oh, okay, where you live streaming from?
Facebook.
Let me tell you, I have a black-owned broadcasting company, Platinum Broadcasting Services.
Hey.
They will do you right. We're gonna make you advertisement. We can live stream you on multiple platforms. We can even harness the power of multiple phones. So if you only have a phone or you only have a laptop, we can still put you guys together and make a real professional live broadcast.
Oh, like all that?
On 7 different platforms.
Damn, 7 different platforms? Yo! Man, that's some next level stuff.
Yeah.
Let me sign up.
Alright, if I can hear you like I hear you, I'm gonna be in touch, guys.
Okay.
Keep it up. You know I'm gonna be in touch.
Let us know.
You let me know.
Ooh, I'm stuck on you.
Riz Kid and AJ Frazier are good to go backstage. Platinum Broadcasting Services even has the power to digitize and globalize the physical broadcast booth with our expertise, software, and hardware. Apex and St. Kitts is good to go.